Hey, so we are answering the question that says if you become the leader of a youth group that is scattered among different public schools, private schools, and homeschools, and they're only attending on Sunday mornings and are spending a little time informally, what would be the most important step to um, build a sense of community and unity among the students? Kyle's going to kick us off, then Sam, and then Eugene, and then I'll finish us up.
So one of the things that I had mentioned was just having some sort of midweek uh, time for the youth to gather together, whether that's youth worship or just like a Bible study at someone's house or something. It just creates an opportunity for the youth to see themselves outside of just a Sunday morning and to start talking with each other, fellowshipping with each other through playing games or through Bible study, different things like that. Also talked about after an event like that, saying, hey, we're going to go to Brahms or whatever, anywhere close by. We're going to go together. We're going to hang out and have dinner or have lunch and invite everybody to come. So that way we can sit down over a meal and talk with each other, get to know each other, and have some of those opportunities. And then finally, I mentioned doing something like group dynamics, which is for team building activities, bringing in another person or another team of people to help create community within our youth group. So.
I think those are some great points. Something I talked about was creating an environment in which all students feel safe to express their doubts about the faith. Uh, the questions like different public schools, private schools, and homeschools. And if we're being honest, a lot of those school segregations also happen across SES boundaries and lines, and that can be a little uncomfortable in a youth group. But I think the thing that unites everyone, especially Christians, together is just having doubts and questions occasionally about the faith. And so, if you, as a youth minister, do things like, hey, if you like making an anonymous question box or just having like an open panel series where you can ask the youth minister or volunteers questions and letting them know, hey, having those questions is actually a positive sign that you're growing your own independent faith and you're kind of moving past your like, kind of like childhood era of faith. Then I think that really would be one way to unite all the youth and help them realize we may all look and come from different backgrounds, but we all do have questions about the faith, and we do need each other to grow and become one body.
Yeah, so what I mentioned was a good way to create community for youth is have more gathering times throughout the week. A lot of churches, this could look like after hours. So maybe after your Wednesday night, they all go get frozen yogurt together, or maybe a pastor or sponsor goes to their school and has lunch with them. So just a few things like that, I think could create community with the youth because it shows that it shows the youth that the leader cares enough to invest in them, and it also teaches them the importance of community and growing together as a body of Christ and just doing things together as the church. So, but yes, I think that's just some important things that could happen for the youth and just to really grow community in the church. So.
And then what I added was, along with having more time for everyone to interact, is making sure that we're being intentional that different groups, like different schools, we're mixing them up well. Like we're being consistent that people that naturally click together don't always stick together. So making sure that um, there's one student from each demographic in each group, if it's a discipleship group or a group that has a leader that they meet with one-on-one or in that small group, and then they do like little fun things together as well. Trying to be intentional that groups are always they're consistent, but they're diverse with where they go to school and who they hang out with and things like that. So yeah, that's what we had today. That was our answers in our conversation. Thank you for this opportunity, and we'll see you next time.